paraît en nos accents régionaux, remplis de vieux mots, mixés avec l'anglais, chant des néo-écossais, les polices acadiennes. Toujours de ce français.
La mondiale acadienne, donne-moi deux. Drop the beat, every time she knew.
Paramo, comme la mondiale escroc, 2024. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map. Des 10 sur 18, ça va time right ici, ça c'est notre rap. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map. Paramo, comme la mondiale escroc, 2024. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map. Des 10 sur 18, ça va time right ici, ça c'est notre rap. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map. Les Oméniens du Sud-Ouest, the best. 14 ans d'histoire, j'avais les oreilles de fiable. Je rassemble même moi tous les 5 ans. C'est le même fête, c'est pour notre friggin' bail.
L'Acadie c'est point de place, c'est plus une façon de vivre. Si tu fais qu'on se déplace, dans la pointe à l'homme ici. Les jeunes déportés de force, c'est diviser nos familles au champ. Right back, à mon point réussi.
La mondiale acadienne, donne-moi deux. Drop the beat, every time she knew.
Paramo, comme la mondiale escroc, 2024. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map. Des 10 sur 18, ça va time right ici, ça c'est notre rap. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map. Paramo, comme la mondiale escroc, 2024. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map. Des 10 sur 18, ça va time right ici, ça c'est notre rap. Gentlemen, dans les gens sur la map.
She said you don't want this heart, boy, it's already broke. Told me everything she touches goes up in smoke. Only stay a couple nights, then she gon' be gone. I said, baby, you should know that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want, that's what I want. What I want. You ain't gotta worry about no trust issues with me, I got them too.
afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. Today's game, a Battle of Acadia. The Paramba Sharks versus the Clare Loups. This game's being brought to you by Carl Storts, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center. My name's David Doucette, and with me today, my partner, Mark O'Connell. And Mark, we're expecting another close game, or at least another hard-fought game.
Yeah, we're certainly hoping for that. Currently, Clare is in ninth place, and that was in fourth. There's a bit of discrepancy in points there, but local rivalry, lots of people in the stands. It looks really good. Everyone's excited.
It's senior day for Paramba, so there'll be a nice presentation for the 12 graduates. That'll be happening shortly. This is a home and home, basically. They just played last night in Clare, and Paramba won that game 8-3.
They did, yeah. So Clare lost last night, like as you said. Prior to that was their last win. That was January 31st in a shootout. At home, they beat Forest Heights 8-7. And not a surprise to either of us, Gordon deal with 5 points in that one of the game.
A few people are going to be missing for both teams, actually. Some scratches, mostly APs for Clare. They are missing Xavier Leblanc as well. Over on the other side, Theo D'Entremont has an upper body injury. He's got a cold. And we heard that Cole D'Entremont, number 16, that's a miss. He's an assistant captain on the team.
Yes.
He has it's not snowboarding, what was it? Water skiing. Water skiing competition. So he's out because of that.
Yep.
All right, we are going to throw this over to public address announcer Kevin Northup. This senior day is going to be, they're going to be bringing out each of the 12 graduates, each of the grade 12s that are on the Paramba team, and I think like the mothers are going to come out. Anyways, I'll leave it over and let Kevin explain, and we'll get back after the presentation is finished.
At this time, we invite each graduate athlete to come forward and thank the true heroes of their careers, their parents. Tonight, each grad will present the family with a small gift as a token of appreciation for everything they've done, from Timbits hockey all the way through high school. Thank you, grads, and thank you, families, for everything. First of all, please welcome forward number 1, Xander White. Xander plans to attend NSCC next year to complete the welding program. Your hard work will take you far. Next, please welcome forward number 8, Brody Goodwin. Brody's career aspirations are to become a fisheries officer. We wish you every success in your future pursuits.
Going to be out here arresting all of his old teammates.
Next, please welcome forward number 9, Marcel Jacquard. Marcel's planning to attend Acadia University to take a kinesiology degree. We can't wait to see what you accomplish next. Next, please welcome forward number 11, Matthew DeViller. Matthew plans on attending Acadia University to complete a kinesiology degree, compete in life with the same passion and determination you showed on the field and the ice. Next, please welcome number 12, Colby Dion, and number 14, Caden Dion. Both Dion twins are planning on attending NSCC to complete a business degree. Chase your goals with the same passion and determination you showed on the ice.
C Dion and C Dion. That's great.
Next, number 17, Lex Dontremont. With the goal of a career in the fishing industry, Lex has plans to obtain his Class 4 captain's license. May your future be filled with success and opportunity.
Oh yeah, it does. That's much better than all of us combined.
Our next graduate is number 20, Sawyer Christensen. Sawyer plans to pursue a career in the fishing industry. He also plans on completing his Class 4 captain's license. Stay hungry, stay humble, and keep working.
It's probably their senior quotes.
Next, welcome goaltender number 31, Simone Doucette. Simone plans on attending Acadia University to complete a business degree. Your humor and laughter have brightened every locker room, classroom, and team huddle. Don't ever lose that.
The other guy with him there is all nervous, is he not?
Next, number 44, Crofton McAlpine. After graduating, Crofton intends to pursue a certification in heavy machinery operation and excavating. Your sense of humor has been a gift to all of us, so keep sharing it as you move forward. The world needs your laughter. And finally, please welcome forward number 77, Lucas Cameron. Lucas plans on completing a heavy machinery certification after graduating. We wish you all the best in your future accomplishments. Parambal would also like to congratulate the graduating players from the Clare Loups, Grant Nickerson, Nixon Ross, Christian Godet, Louis Beliveau, River Godet, Andre Lombard, Nicolas Doucette, and Ellie Blinn, and Gordon Deal. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Fans, let's hear it for all our graduating players and their families.
Mark, it's always
Now,
nice when they
fans,
do
would you
this.
please
Both
rise
the
and
Yarmouth
move your
High
hats
doing it
for the playing
last
of
night
the
and
whole
Clare doing it this night, or this afternoon. We're about to have the national anthem. right, starting in net for Clare, we've got number 1, Wyatt Boudreau-Saunier. Wyatt has a 1-8 record with a 6.80 goals against average. And over on PEB, we've got number 1, Xander White, 7-2 record with a 2.89 goals against average. Other thing to mention, we talked about players not here. PEB did bring up an additional AP today, and that's number 10, Jean-Claude Seely, and he'll be present as well. Maybe you talk about the players to look out for, Mark.
First look ever for us for Seeley, and Olivier Dayon leading the PEB Sharks in scoring with 26 points, and on the Clare Loups side, Gordon Deal with 29 points. He also leads the Loups in power play goals with 8.
And we're about. We've got Quinn kind of playing with our levels here. So, bienvenue à la bataille de l'Acadie. Paraho versus Paramba. As we get underway, Clare back in their own end, trying to go D-to-D, taken out of the play. High up on the board, Landry trying to keep that in, Deal pestering him. Clare backs it up. Good stick lift in there by Robichaud. Robichaud gets it to center, Landry dumps it right back in. Ellie Blin in the corner, uses his body to get one check away, but loses the puck. Back behind the net. Christensen reverses it. Picking that off is Blin. Blin keeps the puck rolling along the other side. Dayon cycles in to get it down low, pass in front off of a stick. Blin tries to get it around. Good pressure immediately in shift number 1 and 2 from Paramba. Cross ice pass to Landry. Landry shot towards the net. Oh, a redirect in front. Good active pad save there by Boudreau-Saunier. Getting that right pad, snapping it out.
Might as well just go to 1. Yeah,
right back into the Clare zone, high off the glass. That one hits a stanchion, held it nicely though. Dayon going after it, getting there first is going to be Ross. Clare trying to work it around, having trouble getting it out of their zone early in the period. Picking that up. Oh, there's a quick shot off the end of the stick. Bouncing puck, finally cleared. Nobody home at the blue line as both sets as the defensemen for Paramba were making changes. That one's picked off nicely. Good active stick by Ross to break up that pass. Following it up is Lennox Post. He gets in, but it's taken off the puck. McAlpine with it behind his own net, takes a look, reverses it. Looking for Ellis. That shot just sails wide. Pinching on the other side is Bellevaux. That's another save. Paramba gets that puck out. That looks like it could be icing, and it does get by the goaltender for an icing with 17:57 to go. Some early
pressure.
Early pressure.
For that full minute, the puck didn't clear the blue line, and Boudreau-Saunier with a couple of chances stopped, although no official shots on goal recorded.
Back to the point. Directing that one into the corner was Ellis. That can be dangerous. LeBlanc comes away with it. He's being chased down, fights off the check and fires it in deep. Getting in there is Goodwin. Gets the puck back to the point. Clare picks it off, shuffles it up. Lombard comes in, kicks it forward, spins off the check. He's going to try to chase down Devalère. Devalère up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc, 1-on-3, gains the red line, fires it right at the goaltender, makes an easy save. LeBlanc follows it up though. Good effort by LeBlanc to try to dislodge that puck. Puck working its way up along the wall. Tip forward, backing up for it, it's Alir Doucette. Doucette being chased down by Lex D'Entremont. Doucette stops, spins, avoids the check. Nice pivot away from the forecheck there, and he gains the red line. He'll just go fire it in. Looking for Blin on the near side. Blin fires it towards the goaltender, just makes the easier save and leaves it for Goodwin. Puck battle along the wall. Pinching in from the point, keeping it in nicely for Clare. Grabbing it again and throwing it down is Ellie Blin. Christensen with it. Christensen with a pass up to D'Entremont. D'Entremont goes wide, trying to get around Godin. Godin outskates him to the puck and gets the puck to the blue line, but not out. Back into the corner. Christensen with a full head of steam takes out the player. Came around from the side though, didn't jam him into the boards. Right at the bumper, there's a shot. No, can't get the shot away. Jacquard Still looking for it. Back to the point. Christensen goes down low. Cross ice pass off of the stick of Ross. PEB still with it. Back to Laundry. Laundry at the top of the slot. Shot, save, rebound, score! Christensen. Number 20, Sawyer Christensen picking up the garbage. Goaltender makes the first save. He dumps it into the empty net, and an early first goal for the Parma Sharks.
Yeah, Christensen started that shift off with the big hit that caused the turnover that kept the puck in the Loups zone, and ended up getting rewarded by it.
And bringing back to that, like I said, he didn't check him from behind.
Nope.
Caught up to him, got shoulder to shoulder with him. Still a dangerous hit because both players screaming towards the corner, but
could have wiped them out and didn't. It was just a clean hit.
And would have been a penalty had he done that.
Oh, that would have been your boarding, your typical boarding call.
And with the speed he was carrying, not just that, it literally could have been a hitting from behind penalty.
True.
Clare picks up the puck, looking, centering it. That goes off of the stick. Nixon Ross with it at his own blue line. Fans on that pass, gives it up to D'Entremont. Back to Dayon. Olivier Dayon shot goes wide. Back to the point. McAlpine pinches in. Still has it. Cuts to the middle. Trying to jam the puck loose. There's a shot. That one sails high. Nate D'Entremont. Good backhand. Just a little high. Clare hemmed in again. Colby Dayon centers it off of a skate. Gets it down low. Olivier Dayon passes in front. Once again looking for Nate D'Entremont, but he couldn't get the shot away. Clare chipping it forward. They've got some room now. Skating up hard is Deal. Deal comes in, being chased behind, passes it. Big save by Xander White. Slides over and extends the trapper to glove that one, stealing a goal away from Clare.
Xander cheats a little bit to his left, assuming it's going to be a pass. Deals in a little bit too deep, but regardless, slid across, got the glove down, just perfect. Very impressive by Xander White.
Face off on the near side, one back by Clare. Cameron rips it around the boards. Right back in, Cameron settles down with the puck in the corner, takes a look, has some skating room, has players in the middle, still carries the puck, being chased down by Lombard, but does get the puck in deep. Develaire hacking away at the puck, he's gonna leave it for LeBlanc. LeBlanc chips it forward. He's gonna get to the point to Cameron. Cameron can't hold it in. LeBlanc, though, back in the corner. Gets hit from behind by Lombard. That dislodges the puck. Lombard has it again. LeBlanc returns the favor. Right in front, there's a shot. And that was Jean-Claude Sealy.
Yeah.
The one with no name on the back of his shirt.
That's right.
Back to the point. Shot through a crowd. Oh, the redirect in front from LeBlanc. And he got a little too much of that deflection.
Penn lives in front of that net.
Skating out the other way is Alaire Doucette, but he has his pocket picked from behind. Ellie Blinn retreats in his own end as it's a full team change for Paramba. Up on the near side, Lombard. Jacquard lifts his stick and gets the puck. Jacquard with it, behind the net, looking in front. Settles it back, gets it back to the point. Back behind the net to Christensen. Laundry at the point. He goes cross ice, lots of room. There's a shot, save, rebound, score! And it's, I think, 18. Is it Olivier? Nope. It is 17. Lex D'Entremont. So very early in period number one, Paramba with 2 quick goals.
Here's your Carl Store replay. Went right around the clock, all the way around. Good save. And Lex is there to pounce on the rebound.
Christensen fires the puck in. PEB continuing to put pressure on this Clare D, spending a lot of ozone time in the Clare end. Laundry dumps the puck down low to Christensen. Christensen, cross ice pass, that's picked off. Skating out, cross ice, Clare, that's Deal with it. Deal trying to protect the puck, drops it off. There's a shot off of the stick of Colby Dayon. Good active stick in there as Nicolas Doucette. Shot ends up going high up into the mesh.
It's an early 2-0 lead and 4-1 in shots for PEB, but after withstanding the first couple of minutes of pressure, Clare's fought back pretty well.
And I know just looking to keep the puck in the Shark zone for just a little longer than they have so far. There's a quick shot. And they had that one great scoring opportunity that they were robbed from. Right?
They sure were, yep.
Breaking of his own end as D'Entremont gives it up to McAlpine. McAlpine goes cross-ice to Ellis, gets the return pass. He's got some room and speed. Carries it down, cuts to the middle, coming in, slides a pass over off of the skate of Nixon Ross. Puck back into the corner. Paramba with it, chipping it back. Oh no, thought it was going to go back to Ellis. There it goes. Ellis has room, comes in, slides it along the wall to D'Entremont. Down low, looking for the return pass. Nice stick in there by Clare to break that play up. That was a great looking play. Ellis hustles back into his own end and gives it up to McAlpine. That cross-ice pass is a little too long, and if it's not right on the net, but it is.
Got bailed out there. That should have been a nice thing. A no-change situation set up, and instead they got an offensive face-off now.
11:58 to go in period number one. Once again, this game brought to you by Carl Store. Carl Store has been the year-long sponsor for Trident Media's streaming coverage of the Paramba Sharks, and I know the Sharks would like to thank Carl Store for their support. Cameron tries to jam it in. Second attempt, goes after it. Fighting through Lombard. LeBlanc getting in there. Lots of bodies, only one puck. Finally, Clare comes up with it. Clears it on the far side to Nickerson. Nickerson fans on the pass. Second attempt gets to Blinn. Blinn makes a move. Gets around one. Cuts towards the middle. Avoids the LeBlanc. Long shot through a crowd. Glove save. White.
Looked like a seeing eye puck there. There was a lot of mess in there and came straight through. Xander White's waiting for it.
Obviously, he had a line to see it, looking around bodies, because from our angle, it just looked like that puck made it through a bunch.
It did.
Face off. One back to Blinn. Blinn ducks out of a check from Christensen. Christensen's going to stay long, looking for a stretch pass. Does come back into the zone.
He was hiding behind Blinn. I don't know that he knew he was there.
Puck battle in the corner. Laundry looking to give it up to Jacquard. Instead, Christensen comes up with it. Cross ice pass to Lex D'Entremont. D'Entremont trying to make his way over around Beliveau. Still with the puck, still being tailed. Drops it off. To pass in front. There's a shot off of a skate. And cleared up and not out. Against the wall, picking that up. Good active stick in there by Nicolas Doussat. Re-establishing control is PEB. Christensen with the puck. Spins away from a check, drops it off to Jacquard. Jacquard cuts to the middle, takes a shot. Oh, went short side. Good pad save, Boudreau Saunier.
Shoot where the goalie was coming from, and that's exactly what he did. He got that right pad down.
Deal with it. Off of his shin, out to neutral zone. He's going to, thought he was going to get that errant pass. He didn't. Olivier Dayan in by himself. Cuts to the middle, there's a shot. Looking for the rebound. Up on the near wall. Dayan gives it up to Colby. Pass in front, give and go. There's a shot by Lex D'Entremont. That one sails high. Shot passed in front of the net center. That shot just goes wide. Olivier Dayan drops it down deep. Colby loses it. Back to Ellis. Ellis at the point. Dayan. Down to Dayan. Pass in front. That goes off the, I think, the paddle of the goaltender. Hemmed in their end again. Constant pressure by Paramba here in period number one.
That's all Larry Doucette can do is to just try to get a break here, but they're never going to blow that whistle with the puck in the corner. They'll let everyone on their feet.
Fighting through that check is number 4, Miles Ellis. Centers it off of a skate, finally coming up with it. Clare, that pass off of a skate, but they're going to get it again. And Doucette, lead pass to Deal. Deal slides a pass just ahead of Jacob Kim. Kim's going to chase it down, goes back to the point. Normally that would be a good move, and they did get there in time, but except for Kim, everyone else was making a change for Clare.
Yeah, the other 4 were heading the other direction.
Lead pass to Jacquard. That's going to skip just a little too far. Straight to Boudreau Saunier, who covers it up for a whistle with 8:54 to go in our opening period.
So The theme of the game so far for the Sharks is forechecking. It's all coming off the forecheck. Just a constant pressure. It almost appears at times to look like a 5-on-4.
Face-off will be on the far side. LeBlanc and De Valère for the face-off. The scrum goes in Clare's favor. They'll get the puck to center ice. Skating with it's Nickerson. Gets backed up nicely by Godin. Off the glass. Picking that up is Blinn. Blinn fires a shot. That one sails high. Ellie Blinn keeps it in on the other side, trying to get it down low to Nickerson. Clare looking to establish some sort of offensive pressure. Back to Ellie Blinn. Blinn stops it, makes a nice move to avoid the forecheck of Sealy. That pass in front gets steered aside. LeBlanc fights through a check. He's got a player with him. Comes in, fires a shot. Blocker save, Boudreau-Saunier.
Whoa, but that was close. He had that top corner.
Shot from the point. That one can't get through. There's a shot. Bouncing puck. LeBlanc with it, and his shot goes off of a stick and sails over the net. LeBlanc behind the net. Loses the puck to Godin. Godin gets it up to Nickerson. Nickerson, cross ice to Blinn. Aiden Blinn chips it in. Not going to be an icing as the linesman determines that Caden Dayock could have played it if he had wanted to try harder. Christensen with it, cuts to the middle, loses it. Going to be back to Laundry. Laundry, no shooting lane, so he dumps it into an empty corner. Right in front of the net. Clare gets the puck back, but only to the point. Christensen with it, back to Laundry. Laundry shot redirected in front. On the far side, Jacquard. Jacquard looking to give it up to D'Entremont, Lex D'Entremont. Jacquard behind the net, looking. Laundry, high slot. There's a shot. Off of a skate and wide. I don't think that got through. Ellis dumps it in deep when we're right back where we started for pas en bas. Lots of pressure on Clare. Christensen with it. Christensen down low, looking for the return pass. There's a shot, save, rebound. Shuffled out to the point, but Laundry keeps it in. Gets a return pass, goes cross ice. There's a shot from Ellis. Ellis back to Christensen. Lombard with it. Lombard tries to go high up the glass, doesn't get much on it. Cross ice pass to the far side to Miles Ellis. Parmbach getting one defenseman off, probably going to get the second one off soon. Back to McAlpine, one-timer, and that one's going to sting as Lennox Post gets in front of it.
Felt that one.
McAlpine fighting for the puck, gets to the point. D'Entremont with it. That shot off of a stick into the mesh for a thankful whistle for the Clare Loups.
Clare desperately needed a change there. Boudreau-Saunier, busy man so far this afternoon, even though the shots are only at 9. A couple are blocked, a couple are just missing. He's sliding back and forth post to post. He is very busy.
Yes, without some good active sticks from his forwards and defense, I think there would be a lot more shots on net.
There was at least a half dozen in the last 5 minutes that were deflected wide.
Back in the corner, D'Entremont slides it down low. De Valère takes a look, uses the boards to get it back to the point to Dayon. Dayon shot, and that one just sails wide. He had a lot on that wrist shot. D'Entremont down low to De Valère, passing it in front. That's steered away. Dayon down low to Olivier Dayon. Olivier still has it. Tried to slide the pass down low to Colby. I'm just going to use first names. There's too many Dayons on the ice.
Is there 4 now?
Colby Dayon behind behind his own net. Gets a pass up to LeBlanc, the oddball on the shift. LeBlanc. That's broken up nicely by Doucette. Doucette carries the puck, can't get it past the blue line, or past the red line. Gets some help. Nice move at the line by Doucette. Doucette has it, fires a shot off of a leg and wide.
PEB clogging up passing lanes everywhere.
Ellie Blinn back in his own end, sets up behind his net. Under 5 to go in our opening period. That pass a little ahead of his winger. Right back to Cameron, who goes cross ice. And that's right back to Clare. Dangerous move there as Ethan Fleck was on him, and that could be the first time I've called that name this game.
I think it is.
Ripped around the boards, not going to get there in time as Jacob Kibb and his defensive partner were making changes for Clare, getting off while they can. Slowly bringing the puck up, sliding it in is Goodwin. Easy save. Clare clears the zone. Back at center, fired right back in. Christian Godat rips it around the boards for Aiden Blinn. Blinn couldn't reach LeBlanc, Avery LeBlanc with that. Jacob Kim with it, goes off the boards. Good active stick if he can get there in time. No, Aramba clears the zone. Coming right back in, drop pass just a little too far. Jacquard, nope, couldn't get around Ross. I thought he had some room. Christensen with it, looking for a trailer, passes it in front, just out of the reach of Caden Dayon. Back in the corner, Christensen. Christensen circles, slides the pass to Dayon. Through a crowd, off one stick, into the body of Boudreaux Saunier, and that took a good bounce for the goaltender.
I think it was deflected a couple of times with the last one, right up into the chest protector. Luckily for Lou, it didn't squirt back out into the open area.
3:25 to go.
Here's your Carl Stroh replay. Puck comes through and gets a deflection at the very end. He's in the right position. Hits him right in the chest.
Shot from the point. Nice blocker save from McAlpine's wrist shot from the point. Puck back out. But Colby Dayon fires it right back in. Alir Doucette behind his own net, trying to avoid the check. Slides a pass on the near side, just follows it himself. Gets it over nicely to Nickerson. Nickerson dumps it towards White. And White covers it up for a whistle.
Been a few minutes since Xander White was involved in anything.
Yeah, he's probably looking to touch the puck whenever he can.
Shots are 9-3, and frankly, the 9 seems
low,
shy for me.
It does,
Yeah.
based on play.
Yeah.
It literally, if you're looking at the play, you would think the shots were 19-3.
I mean, you've referenced him at least a dozen times, if not 15 times.
Back to the point. That shot sails wide by Ellie Blinn into the far corner. Fleck picks that up. His pass is behind Nate D'Entremont. Blinn chases it down in his own end. Spins away from the forecheck of D'Entremont. Good work by Fleck to lodge a pass. Centers the pass. That goes off of a stick. Coming back the other way. Blinn's going to pick it up in the corner. Nice pass up through the middle. Deal with it. Deal being mirrored nicely there by Miles Ellis, not letting him get by.
Just pushing him into the corner.
Back along the boards to Ethan Fleck. Fleck up the middle. That goes off a stick, but going to chase that down is Colby Dayon, dump it in, and he'll spin away for a change. Nicolas Doucette cycles back into his own, behind his own net. Looking, has the puck lifted, taken from his stick lifted. Good work back there by Belleville, though, to reestablish control for Clare. Zigzagging through the neutral zone nicely there was Nicolas Doucette. But it became a 1-on-3 and he lost the puck.
He was outnumbered.
Bouncing puck, and that took a tricky bounce. That was a get your whole body in front of it save.
He did, not just the stick.
Oh, it looked like LeBlanc was going to have a good opportunity, but just couldn't get it by the defense. White leaves the puck there for Goodwin. Goodwin up through the middle, to the blue line, just out. Back to Nickerson. Check that, back to Ross. Ross fighting for the puck, trying to dig it free. Coming in with it to Sealy. Sealy shot, there's a save. And Sealy was literally just on the ice for his midget C team before this game.
Yep.
Pass in front. Oh, that one goes off a stick. LeBlanc with it. LeBlanc gets it back to Cameron. Cameron shot through a crowd, off of the body, off of Jacquard, and that kind of hit the back of his shoulder. Not usually a lot of protection back there.
Turned away and luckily didn't catch him in the side of the helmet.
Quick shot, blocker save. Puck bounces up high. Picking it off, 30 seconds to go in the period. Good back check there by Dayon, as Dayon takes out Aiden Blinn. LeBlanc with it, there's a shot, glove save, didn't have it all the way though, as LeBlanc fired that one and then got hit and ran into the linesman. You're off balance when you're shooting, and LeBlanc's making his way slowly, probably back to his bench. Back behind the net, 6 seconds. Lagging is the Laundry. Lead pass, too late as the time was running out. Shots in net, only 12-3. You know, if you're Clare and you're only down 2-0, you're saying we came out of that better than we should have.
They faced an awful lot of pressure from PEB pretty much constantly throughout the period. They pushed back a few times. They got a couple of scoring chances. They got robbed by St. I mean, they got robbed. It should be 2-1. But the fact that it's 2-0 is a small victory so far.
Scoring highlights, Mark.
2 goals for the Sharks. Sawyer Christensen with his 10th of the year, and Lex D'Entremont with his 6th of the year.
Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining Triant Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center and brought to you by Carl's Store. Mark and I are going to take a break while you look at some replays, courtesy of Josh in the booth. And as the Zamboni clears the ice, we'll be back for the start of period 2. Thanks for joining us.
And it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
No nightmare when you can still see the light. Can't find me, I'm not in the city tonight. I like your playlist, boy, turn it up a little louder. Roads empty, so you drive a little faster. Ain't taking nothing the midnight sun kiss, skin under the red sky, laying on your chest like this. Hold me like the pebbles in your hand, initials in the sand, yeah. Summer isn't over yet. Skinny dipping with your heart out is my favorite part. Now we ain't gotta tell no one. A never-ending midnight connected. I'm so in touch with it all. I feel protected by the moon and the stars. I'm walking barefoot, feel the grass in between my toes. Bombshell wind in my hair, baby, let it blow, yeah. It's been a while since I cried over something so nice. Show my tan lines, low rise, rooftop down. It's golden out all the time. It's the midnight sun kiss, skin under the red sky, laid on your chest like this. Hold me like the pebbles in your hand, initials in the sand, yeah. Summer isn't over yet. Skinny dipping with your heart out is my favorite part. Now we ain't gotta tell no one. Never-ending midnight
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot. I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my pop finesse, finite, flexing. I fell out and cut the check. Monopolize the set, but I been taking hits like I can die like any morning of the day, the dawn of the dead day. I don't see nothing but red. I gather the blankets and milk and the bread. I come from the east and I'm traveling west. Got a machete, I chop it, the nigga, the surfer, determined, the plot and the threats. It ain't no stopping the run, popping son of God, dropping anybody who next. I want a mansion, I got a million advances. I'm gonna stay in Atlanta. Most of them move to LA and throw all of their money away and move back with their parents. I see the canvas, I got the brush in my hand, the colors are mixing again. Grabbing the stick with my hand, I drop my guts. The world is us, so what? Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My hit is ready to bust, kicking the door when I come at the cut. Whoa. Yeah. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My hit is ready to bust. Do what I do and I say what I want. Whoa. Yeah, mama, your kid in the magazine, I had a stack on my jacket at Grammy, we see the audacity. I was a bad kid, bad city, you see the duality. Who tryna battle me, huh? Hitters is after me, and I be that many. Who wanna fuck me up? Fatality really is up, it's up, undoubtedly. Baby gon' touch the bucks, my salary double, your baby daddy maybe triple. I'm trouble, I get the tackle and the pick and I hustle. I had to have it, had to get in the huddle, in the gravel and rubble. Got me a second, I'm tryna be subtle. We just acting like a dog with a muzzle. See the bagger, put him back in the puddle. We attacking, better stand back and watch him run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in the slot. Tryna bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you wanna do is talk, I don't need talk.
Thought I heard somebody talk.
I can pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Just banging my chest and my head on the locker. Feeling like Walker Flock of Flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game.
Animosity was out inside of me, so I'm like a product of power.
Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up?
Nobody.
My hit is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut. Hey, who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to
Welcome back
bust.
to
Breaking
Trident
the door when I
Coverage
come out the
Period
cut.
2, just underway. And Mark, I've got to say, if the pressure that Paramba has been putting on in period 1 continues in period 2, with the long change, that's going to be disastrous.
It is, and I mean, we looked at Boudreaux Saunier freezing the puck as often as he could in order to get proper changes and trying to avoid that icing, but the long change now could be a nightmare.
Lex D'Entremont in the corner, being pinched along the boards by Nixon Ross. Board battle ensuing. Jacquard picks it out. Ross gets it. Can't get it by D'Entremont. Back down low to Jacquard. Jacquard to Christensen. Christensen shot through a crowd, easy save. Picking off the rebound and getting it to the point, but not out. Good pinch in there by Dayon. Puck just past the blue line. Both teams fighting for it. It's a bouncing puck and nobody can settle it down. Finally bringing it in is Robichaud, but he loses it quickly. Long shot goes, that's good, should have been.
That was touched.
That was touched by Deal.
Yeah, there we go.
And then I think it took a little while for them to figure that out. Because at first I thought, oh, did that go off a...
Yeah, while it wasn't intentional,
PEB stick?
while it wasn't intentional by the shooter, Deal did then play it. This could easily have gone all the way back.
Face off, won by Clare, can't get it past. They've got some numbers now. Breaking in is Dayon. Dayon stick lifted, and that's Olivier Dayon that time. Back to the point to Ellis. Ellis' shot goes off of a body, trying to chase that down to Lombard, but McAlpine fires it in deep. Louis Bellevaux with it. Bellevaux off the boards. That gets out. McAlpine, if he touches it. I don't think Clare realized it right away because they were, I think, waiting for the check and wondering why it wasn't happening. Puck remains in the Loups zone. We had a sloppy play actually at the beginning here, first couple minutes.
It looked a little bit like the puck was bouncy. Maybe it was the ice, but it's back and forth both teams. They look unsettled.
That was a nice shot at the side of the net by Olivier Dayon. Getting the pad down though was Boudreaux Saunier. Back down low, centering it. No, not there. Second attempt. Instead, back to the point. Down low, right onto the stick. Ellis misfired on that pass attempt. It was right on the Clare Loups stick. But Clare needs to get that puck past center and in deep. Yeah, that's going to be an icing. And that's going to allow both teams, more importantly, the Clare Loups, to make a change.
PEB with the relentless forecheck again, just like the first period starting, same sort of way. Clare withstood that for the first few minutes of the first period, and then ended up giving up a goal until about halfway through. But the pressure is relentless.
Puck back into the Loup end. Fleck gets it back to the point. Goodwin shot goes off of a stick. Picking that up is Brody Goodwin. There's a pass. There's a shot. That one sails high. Rebound. Pass in front from De Valère. And nobody's there. Clare off the boards. I'm pretty sure he could have come up with a better plan than that.
Boy, that's
when you're hemmed in your zone. You've got to be able to make that change.
It's not just that. We've seen numerous times in this rink where you can just flick it up right into the netting. They're never going to call delay a game. It's an instant penalty. That's fine. You can change into the rafters, low ceiling. Can't ice it and then tell everybody who was on the ice, you got to stay out.
Fleck with it. Ducks underneath the check. LeBlanc rips it around the boards, looking for Blinn, Aiden Blinn. Back to the point. De Valère pinches in. Goodwin. Finally clearing the zone are the Clare Loups. Ripped right back in behind the net though. Christian Godet settles that pass, but De Valère picks it up. Bouncing puck, settled down, and that one's going to have better weight control. Not going to be icing. Everybody making the change they wanted to make 30 seconds ago. Chip forward, going back for it is Louis Bellevaux. Shot from the point, covering up. Sawyer Christensen was bearing down on Wyatt Boudreau-Saunier. 16:08 to go in the second period, and it's been a continuation from period 1 to period 2.
Boudreau-Saunier making this continuing to make this a game.
Back to the point, that's picked off nicely by Robichaud. Gets it up to Doucet. Doucet back to Deal. Deal fighting through a check, chasing down the puck. Couldn't quite reach it. Good work by Brody Goodwin. Goodwin carrying some speed up the far side, cuts towards the middle, and there's a shot off of a leg and into the corner. Christensen back to the point. Good forecheck there by Clare, able to get the puck. Not surprisingly, it's Deal. Deal with him on his hip, taking a look. He gets knocked down, and that's going to be a penalty, and the penalty is going to be cross-checking. And Carl Laundrie not impressed with the call. We're not impressed with his play to do it.
Yeah, it was a cross-check. It was a pretty good shot.
And no need. Could have put the body on.
No, in fact, the PEB had them outnumbered 3-1 in the corner. They were in the process of changing.
Nickerson with it. Down low. Centering pass back to the point. Linden to Deal, and Deal's one-timer. Nice save by White. Has been asked to do much, and now he's going to be asked to potentially make some saves on the PK.
This is the opportunity Clare needs.
Long shot, glove save. Referee's going to want him to play that. That was a little too nonchalant as where he dropped that puck.
Wow.
Blinn. Great work in there by Clare.
Even down a man, PEB with the forecheck.
Deal coming out with it. Carries some speed into the zone. Cuts to the middle. Makes a move. Loses it, but gets backed up by Doucet. Good stick lift by Deal. Doucet again has it. He's in the shooting lane. There's a shot. It just sails wide. Deal swings with a backhand at the rebound, but the couldn't connect with the bouncing puck. Blinn over to Deal. Deal being chased down by Devalere. Devalere pinches him along the boards, and that allows his teammates to fire the puck down the ice. Ross with it. Good forechecking by Olivier Dayan. Slowing up Clare. Penalty, 30 seconds to go on the power play. Cross-ice pass picked up by Devalere. Devalere pass in front. Unable to quite redirect that was Olivier Dayan. Caden Dayan. Goes cross-ice to Cameron. Cameron back to Dayan. Dayan looks for a shooting lane, fires it down the ice, and with 5 seconds to go in the power play, that should end it. Pass up through the middle. Dayan picks that off. Knew he was offside, didn't play it. Christensen in the neutral zone. Saucers the pass over to Jacquard. Jacquard takes a look. Puck behind the net. Christensen slides it down to Jacquard. Jacquard makes a move to avoid one forecheck. Spins away from another. Still has it, but 1-on-3. Finally, Clare does come away with it. Doucet up to the point. That's going to get knocked down by Jacquard. Jacquard looking for the return pass. That's going to finally get picked off by Doucet. Doucet high off the boards. Pinching it nicely is Dayan, but the puck does get into the neutral zone. That's going to be chipped in, allowing Clare to make a change. All 5? Yes, all 5 players coming off. Breaking back the other way, that's picked off nicely by Nickerson. Right on the goaltender, though, for a quick whistle with 12:32, and that's going to allow Paderborn to make their change.
First half of the second period, a repeat of the first. The onslaught from the forechecking created chances by PEB, and nothing yet. Loups kept it at 2-0.
Puck back to the point. McAlpine fires it into the corner. Ellie Blinn fighting through a check, attempting to fight through a check. Spins away from it, goes the other way. Now it's Devalere that picks up the check on the other side. LeBlanc gets in the way. Puck behind the net. Sealy going for it, centers it, but that goes through everybody right down the ice. White leaves it there. Oh, and miscommunication between White and his defense. Wrap around, and it's not there. That should have been a goal. Pass in front. Sealy with it. Sealy lead pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc, big check by Glenn, and both players go down.
That was a collision.
McAlpine around the boards, looking for Sealy. Sealy's pass picked off in the middle. Coming in is Deal with the shot. Glove save. White. Pass in the middle. Back to the point. Go down low. Deal with it. Shot score! Gordon Deal picks up his 23rd goal of the regular season for the Clare Loups. In what was the first extended pressure for Clare in the game, really. And they were able to take advantage and score a goal.
It only a matter of time. I mean, the way that Deal in that line flowed towards the puck, they create the opportunities needed, and Xander White just had no chance with that.
Face off. On the wall, dumped into the Clare zone. Benevo going down for it, goes high off the glass, gets it to Doucette. Doucette fighting through a check. Clare's Pipe's going to come away with it. Momentarily though, chip forward. Clare coming through, making a nice move is Doucette, but couldn't chase down the puck in time. Good back check there by number 77, Lucas Cameron. Aramba bringing the puck up, get past the blue line, sliding the pass over, going back the other way. Oh, and just a little too fancy as Ross was looking to get it right back, and it looked like he was in a position for a one-timer.
Yeah, I think Nate had a chance right there, absolutely.
Robichaud slides the puck into the PEB zone, but they're coming right back. Oh, not out. Doucette with it, overskates it. Olivier Dayon picks it up, chips it forward. Nate Donchemont with it. Makes a nice move, goes to the backhand, the shot, save, the rebound, covered up by Boudreau Saunier.
Yeah, Nate kind of ran out of room. I think he was initially going to slide it across the Ricard, but there was no room, and then before he knew it, he was right on top of the goal. There's Carl Stowe replay.
Yeah, that was just
That's the goal. Yeah. Deal. Well, Clare really needed that. I mean, the shots are now 14-6. We think it's an even greater discrepancy than that. But 2-1, halfway through the game.
Back to the point. Caden Dayon fires it, redirected, off a couple skates. Rebound, there's the shot, goal!
Yes.
Number 17, Lex Dontremont picks up the rebound, reestablishing the 2-goal lead for the Paramba Sharks.
That's second of the game for Lex.
So halfway through the game, we're back to a 2-goal lead. And
here's Carl Stowe replay for the goal. Lex is in the slot. No one around him. All the time in the world.
I was about to say before Lex scored that goal and reestablished the 2-goal lead that if you're Clare, you're sitting there going, this is a 1-goal game midway through the game, in a game we're really not in.
No, they're not. There's a couple of bursts of action here and there, but overall they're being outplayed.
Back to the point. Dayon with a shot. Save, rebound, steered aside nicely by the D. Dayon comes in, follows up a shot with another one. That's going to make its way along the far side to Christensen. Christensen zigzags away from some forecheckers on his backhand. Spins away. Slides it back to Dayon. Dayon goes cross ice to Landry. Landry dumps it in deep. Christensen's back there. He cycles it down low to Jacquard. Jacquard's pass off of a stick. Another good stick lift there, but still through all of that, it's going to be PEB that comes away with it. Jacquard with it. Marcel Jacquard takes a good hack to the legs. Hangs onto the puck though.
Usually when you can hear it that loudly, it's called.
Back to Dayon. Dayon shot. That's a save. Looked like Jacquard was there trying to make the deflection. Christensen with a shot. Glove save. Boudreau Saunier.
Saw that one all the way. keeping Clare in this. Surprising it's only 3-1.
Bit of sloppy play at the beginning of period number 2, and I've got to say, I mean, Clare, with that one shift, that one bounce back shift where they actually established pressure, it should at the very least prove to them that they can do it. Beautiful deflection in front.
And they absolutely can.
Boy, before that shot, that was an easy save. There was a beautiful high slot deflection from Mathieu Develere, and he just missed the goal. And that would have been a pretty one.
Luca Saunier all over the place tonight.
Back in the corner. Ripped around the boards, not out though. Pass in front. Oh, and number 6, Ethan Fleck, all by himself in front of the net, missed on the shot. Chipped high, bouncing puck. It's going to get picked up. Coming in is Robichaud. Robichaud with a shot. Nice pad save. Part pad, part glove by Xander White. Deal with it. Deal comes in. As the puck swiped away from him, Dusa in the corner. Gets away from that check, but McAlpine's going to get the puck to the point.
There's Fleck again.
Here comes Fleck. Fleck being chased down, has a man in front, slides it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc makes a shot. There's the save. Second shot. And I'm not sure with that one. I'm not sure if Fleck got in the way of that one.
Yeah, Boudreaux-Saunier didn't get back into the net in time to save that, so it hit somebody.
Some good action back and forth. Chipping it forward. Nicely out of the air, bringing it down is Robichaud. Robichaud comes in, shoots! And a nice save by Xander White.
Yeah, Lucas Cameron played the pass the whole way, took it away, and he was forced to take the shot. By then, he was in too deep, and there was no short side to shoot at.
LeBlanc got the pass over here.
Yep.
But I mean, he was
being
folded all
bumped.
over. He was being
Yeah,
bumped.
yeah.
He got the shot off, but it really wasn't much of one. But it did bring the goaltender out of his crease into
Out
that
of
side of the
position,
net.
yeah.
Bouncing puck to the point. That's held in by Goodwin. D'Entremont slides that one down. Both players fighting for it. It looks like Olivier Daon's going to come out the victor because he at least gets the puck into the Clare zone and into the corner. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in period number 2. Jacob Kim with it. Kim looking for a saucer pass, and it actually bounced through nicely. Lynn with it. Lynn cross-ice pass and going straight to the player on the far side, Godin. Was number 77, Lucas Cameron. Not worried about where the puck was at all, just worried about knowing where that body was behind him and that was the danger body.
Cut off the man, don't worry about the puck.
Clare with lots of time to get out of their own end on the delayed offside. Firing it in is Nixon Ross. Nobody there in time though to pick it off. It gets right off to the boards, right off the boards to the blue line. Laundry. Comes up on the near side, makes a nice pass up to Jacquard. Jacquard, back and forth he goes, slides a pass over. There's a shot, redirected back to Jacquard.
I think that got the outside of the post.
We have a delayed penalty happening, and that penalty is going to be what, a slash?
Oh, when they pulled down Jacquard, we're going to get
a trip. Oh,
like
and that's a trip with style.
That's impressive.
That was an impressive style. I meant from the referee.
Yeah. Do we get it again now? Oh, we do.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Nixon Ross. That was a great play, though. Back to the play. I'm sure we're going to get a replay of it.
It was, yeah.
I thought for sure that Jacquard was going to get that goal.
At first, I thought maybe he was in too deep, but he got plenty on that. He just hit the post.
Back to the point. Cross-ice pass. There's a shot. Save, rebound, goal!
That's Jacquard, right?
Yeah, I think it was Jacquard.
I think so.
It was indeed number 9, Marcel Jacquard, with his 11th of the year. Jacquard was missed 4 to 6 weeks with a collarbone injury right around the Christmas break, right around the Timber Cup time. Still, I think, number 2 in scoring for the team.
He's still second in scoring, and Nixon Ross with the shortest penalty break yet. Yep, here's Jacquard's slow replay. Jacquard's in the slot, wide open. Boudreaux-Saunier is down, he's on the wrong side of the net.
Nothing you can do with that at that point. You know? Well, that makes it 4-1 with under 6 to go in our second period. Ellie Blinn gets it to the blue line. loses control, and he's going to have to tag up and put himself offside. McAlpine skating through the neutral zone, gains the blue line. Good active stick in there to break that up by Dussat. Tries to get lead past the Deal. As soon as that puck was being broken up, Deal was sprinting out of the zone. Deal, double team, comes away with the puck though. Slides a pass over. Robichaud can't get the shot away. One-timer from the point. Redirect attempt. Score! Beautiful hands by Deal. Knocking the puck down, backhanding it in. Bringing it back to a 2-goal game.
Clare Doucette leading the team in assists. Picks up another one there for Clare. Somebody on. There's only 4. Here's your Carl Stroh replay. The Deal goal. Bangs in the rebound from the slot.
Back the other way. That's held on to nicely. Oh no, it wasn't. That was a very late whistle. I can't be mad at the player for that. I mean, he got the puck, carried the puck in, then fired the puck, and then it was blown down for offside. And yeah, a lot of times when you get those offside calls and the player still shoots, it creates a reaction, but that whistle was so late.
Yeah, that was late.
And I was okay with the call. I thought he actually got there in time from my vantage point, but I'd say the linesman along the line has a way better view than we do. But the fact that the whistle wasn't blown, like to me, it was like, yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, he kept it in.
Keep playing, yeah, why not?
5:01 to go in the second period. Chipped forward nicely by Blinn, trying to chase it down, but Cameron's there first. Cameron can't get it by Blinn, gives it up to Dayon. Moby Dayon has some room, loses an edge, but slides a nice pass over to Goodwin. Goodwin looking, passes in front, backhand, can't get through. Second attempt by Donchemont, can't get through. Cameron backhands it to the center of the, or to the line. Slot, there's the word I'm looking for. Back in front. Finally, Clare comes up with it. They'll get it along the wall, chipping it forward. And Nickerson couldn't knock that one down, but he's going to chase down. Caden Dayon gets a lead pass up to Colby Dayon. Puck along the wall. Dayon overskates it. Bit scrambling, back to the point. One-timer, there's a shot, save, rebound. Second shot, and Woodrow Zonier scrambling off of his rear end.
He couldn't control that first rebound and almost paid for it.
Clare breaking out of their own end. They've got some room. This is Ellie Blinn with it. Blinn on the backhand, shoots it. Rolled off the stick, I think, looking for the short side, but didn't get as much on it as I'm sure he would have liked to. 3-on-1, Jacquard to Christensen. Christensen shot. Next on, slides it back down low to Jacquard. Jacquard to the McAlpine at the point. McAlpine fans on that pass down the wall. Reestablishes control. Gets by Christensen to D'Entremont. D'Entremont tries to cycle it down low, but it's picked off by Blinn. Blinn slides it in, looking for his brother Aiden Blinn to chase it down, and allowing at least some of his players to make changes. Nice pass brought in by Jacquard. Jacquard to the middle. D'Entremont with it. D'Entremont still has control, side of the net, passes in front. Gets his front. That one had nowhere to go to. Coming back the other way is Robichaud. Robichaud, bit of a break on his backhand, slides a weak shot towards White. Couldn't get much on that one. Well defended by Paramba. Puck fired in. Robichaud can't get it. Jacquard with it. Makes a nice move. Oh, gets the puck a little too far in front of him though. And it's back into the Paramba Shark zone. Sharks up the line. That puck skips over Dayon's stick, and it's going to be fired right back in by Godat. Up on the near side, Fleck with it. Fleck makes a nice move to the middle. On his forehand, ran out of room, taken hard into the boards by Alir Doucette. Fleck working along the boards, gets it to the point. Nickerson is going to chip that in, allowing two of his players to make changes. Good work by Nickerson. That's what you want to do. Don't get stuck out late in the period. That one's hacked out nicely. Good hand-eye there because he swatted that one out of the air. Back behind his own net, Louis Bellevaux goes hard against the boards, off of a skate. Debelair keeps it in, slides the pass over. There's Donchemont with a shot. Beautiful blocker save, Woodrow Saudier.
That was going in.
Huge check on Debelair, gets a pass in front. Donchemont can't get the shot away. Backing him up is Goodwin, and he couldn't get the shot. We've got a delayed penalty coming, and there it is. It's going to be against Clare.
Colby Dayon is going to go for that one.
The women are 67-30. They get
Waiting for the call. They were both making it, 2 for tripping, I think. So with exactly 1 minute to go in the second period, still just a 2-goal lead.
From where we were a period ago. Yeah. Shots are becoming ridiculous now at 28-10, but it's a 2-goal lead. That's it.
Face off to the left of White. Jumping into the face-off scrum to get that face-off was Deal at least momentarily. Centering the puck, but nobody there for Clare, and it's easily cleared down the ice. Boy, you've got to think with a man advantage that you want to have a better option than having a face-off down in your end and not being able to make a play to one of the players.
I mean, this is a classic example of you get a minute power play at the end of the second period, you get a minute power play start of the third period. This is where you've got to cut that from 4-2 to 4-3. Going 180 feet in the wrong direction is not helping.
Lynn spins away from the forecheck, still being chased, drops it off. Getting trouble coming to their own end. Ross finally gets the pass up to Deal. Deal skating hard down the near side, cuts to the middle, nice move. Trying to get the shot away, finds the puck. Trying to get it away from the official, digs it out, back to the point. Unable to hold that one in though is Ross as the puck was bouncing right at the end. He knew it.
You could see that he didn't even want to touch it once it came in, but if he left it,
he had to touch it.
He's just sitting duck there.
Yeah, the offside's better than the breakaway back the other way.
Yeah, and they're not going to penalize him and call it intentional because they know it was.
Deal and Christensen. Deal wins the face-off. Christensen back behind his own net, rips it along the boards. It's going to be, nope, not held in. Opportunity for Lex Donchemont to skate down the ice. 5 seconds to go. Donchemont leaves the puck. Clare has it, and that pass comes as the horn blows. Clare's going to carry forward the power play for 1 minute into period number 3. What are they going to have to do, Mark, in period number 3?
First of all, the last 2 periods, they've been on their heels because PEB's come out flying. They can't afford to do that. They've got the man advantage. They've got to attack at least that first minute. They got to cut this from 4-2 to 4-3.
Goal scorers in period number 2?
Clare picked up 2. Both Gordon Deal is 23rd and 24th of the year. And for PEB, Jacquard, number 11 on the season, and Lex Dontremont, his second of the night. So we got Deal and Lex looking for that hat trick in the third.
Our score, 4-2 in favor of the Farnborough Sharks over the Clare Loups. I'd like to thank everyone for joining Trident Media streaming coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. Coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariners Center, this game is brought to you by Carl Storm. Now Mark and I are going to take a break while the Zamboni cleans the ice, and you watch the multitude of replays that Josh has queued up for you. We'll be back for the start of period number 3. Thanks for watching.
I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't
that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. So everybody everywhere, don't be afraid, don't have no fear. I'm gonna tell the world, make it understand. As long as there be music, we'll be coming back again. I went looking at pictures I didn't want to see. They brought back memories. You look happy, I
I guess, got the life that you wanted, but it ain't with me. You would think by now that I wouldn't care. It's been a couple years, and yeah, I've had my share of other broken up hearts, but I only shed real tears over ours. Now I'm in this cold bright light, and this don't even feel like life, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. And now I'm in the back of the church, praying just to stop the hurt, 'cause I don't have the only woman who was there for me religiously. Remember watching you play me our song on guitar, I thought I'd marry you. Act like I'm happier now, but all of my friends know that ain't the truth. And lately life's been good to me. Mama's healthy and I'm helping out the whole family. A lot of people know my name, I made a little change, but that don't mean nothing, 'cause now I'm in this cold bright light, and this don't even feel like life, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. And now I'm in the back of the church, praying hard just to stop the hurt, 'cause I don't have the only woman who was there for me religiously. You brought me to God and I put you through hell. You were all about us, I was all about myself. What kind of man would lose a woman like that? If my soul could be forgiven, I would give it all back. Now I'm in this cold bright light, and this don't even feel like life, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. And now I'm in the back of the church, begging God just to stop the hurt, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. I ain't got the only woman who was there for me religiously.
Welcome back to the ice for the third period of play. Your Paramba Sharks.
No, they don't want none. They looking scared, no, they don't really want none. We some southern boys with the farmer strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you could be next, you better give respect, 'cause ain't nobody breaking this redneck. No, they don't want none. No, they don't want none. They don't want none. No, they don't want none. They don't want none. No, they don't want none. They looking scared, no, they don't really want none. And I'm a Mack truck, don't get run over. We some country boys working overtime, boys. Kings of the South.
As you watch Josh's highlights, replays from period number 2, we'll welcome you back to period 3. As a reminder, the Clare Loups are going to carry forward 1 minute of a 2-minute power play advantage into period number 3. They're being outplayed. I want to say, Mark, outplayed, but the level of them being outplayed was nowhere near as much in period number 2 as it was in period number 1.
No.
It seemed like they were stuck, with the exception of one miraculous save by Xander White. They were stuck in their zone for almost the entirety of the first 20 minutes.
No, you're right, and of course the shots that go in the second period much better than the first, 16-7. Still not great, but not the onslaught that it was in the first period.
I mean, Clare got a couple goals. Clare had some opportunities in the line. Now, don't get me wrong. I would still say if you were marking the period, that Paramba won the period in terms of offensive zone time, pressure, and everything else. But it wasn't as bad for Clare as it was period number 1, where they were, in my opinion, completely overwhelmed with the forecheck.
Yeah, PEB took it to them in the second period as well, but not to the extent that they did in the first.
Lynn fires that one in, looking for Deal on the far side. Oh, check that. That was a Robichaud in front. There's a backhand shot, and that one sails high. Centering pass off of a stick. Deal digging for it. Gets it down low. Player in front. Oh, off a skate. There's a shot. Just wide. Rebound. Back to the point. Nope. Deal picks it off. Settles the puck. Slides it down the wall. Good pressure, though. Excellent work in there by number 14, Caden Dayon, to pressure that play, get the puck out of his own end, and with only 3 seconds, effectively kill off the rest of the power play.
That's as much forechecking pressure we've seen Clare put on. Mind you, they were up 5-4.
Zakar, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, slides a pass over, and it skips over top of the stick of, I believe, Sawyer Christensen. Christensen again, there's a shot off of the stick into the mesh for a quick whistle. So as soon as they killed off the penalty, it looked like Paramba was right back on their horse.
Yeah, can Clare continue that advantage they had for the first minute? Initially speaking, it doesn't look like it. It looks like back to the same old, same old. That would be strong forecheck and putting pressure on the Loups.
Face off will be to the right of Boudreau-Saunier. One back, Christensen pivots away from trouble, getting the puck back to Landry. Landry tries to return the favor, but Clare's going to come up with it. Breaking out of Lombard. Lombard fires it into the far near corner, excuse me. Good work by Lennox Post, getting it down low through his skates. Clare PEB gets it. Christensen carrying the puck up. Cuts to the middle, slides a pass over. It's going to get right to the goaltender. And I think it's, no, he did save it. I wasn't sure if he got that or not.
He did. He got the glove on it eventually, but it looked like who was it that was in there? Was that Olivier Dayon? Looked like he almost potted that. It's hard to tell sometimes the back of these
yes,
sweaters and the pants there, the 16s and 18s and 19s.
I was just looking as they were going to the bench, and was it Lex D'Entremont? Was it? Yeah, I mean, back to the point. And out. Right on net, the fire in. That's easy save for Boudreau-Saunier. Some more neutral zone play as Cameron fires it. Bit of a miss hit there going in by Sealy, and that's going to be an icing. Sealy was supposed to redirect that one in.
Not getting credit for that attempt. He completely missed it.
17 minutes, 49 seconds to go in our game.
I'm going to say a little more ice time for both Ethan Fleck and Jean-Claude Sealy than I expected.
Yeah. Back in the corner, to the point. I think you might want that pass back as LeBlanc took the pass. He'll fire it in. Looking for the rebound. Oh, beautiful pad save. Great work by LeBlanc.
We talk about the active boards here till we're blue in the face, and that was a perfect move by Ben.
And looking to play the active boards. That's exactly what he was doing.
What he did.
The Loups can't get out of their own end. Godin looking for Ross. Check that. Blinn. Blinn in a bit of a tussle back there with, I think, Sealy.
Ben back to the point to cover the breakout, knock it back in. Ben LeBlanc all over the ice.
Back to the corner. Sometimes, too, like we said, this is a home-and-home game. And don't get me wrong, normally neither of these two teams play an overly aggressive game.
No, they don't.
That being said, when you play the same team over and over again, sorry about that, we just had a little conversation with Quinn, our cameraman. When you play the same team over and over again, things can happen that carry over from game one into game two. And
depending on how things go.
Yes,
true.
like even with non-physical teams, it can, things can get rough, things can be chippy, you can remember a slash that happened. And when you play back-to-back like that, they're fresh in your memory.
And these kids are all local. We can see it in the warm-ups that there's a lot of chatting compared to the out-of-town teams who you might not know everybody. So there's a little bit of that buddiness, and there's also a little bit of that, well, this is the last meeting probably this year for the two of them. So then they're going to go this going forward into the summer, like, hey, remember when we came down here and stole one from you in your barn?
And and you look back for these teams, a lot of times, especially at the higher levels, the AA and above, in the U15s, U13s, U11s, some of these players could have been teammates together.
Oh, I'm sure they were. Yeah. They happen to be regionally separated now by school district. but it doesn't mean that they weren't minor hockey league teammates.
Puck back in center zone. Doucette gets the puck in, but it's going to get right back hit by Kobe Deon. We have a slashing penalty coming.
Oh.
And that's going to be against the Clare Loups.
I missed that one.
Yeah, me too.
Cordeal's over there. Is he guilty?
It is indeed. He's one fight away from a Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yep.
I don't expect to see that one accomplished.
I do not, no.
Back to the point. One-timer. Goal! Beautiful shot by Caden Deon. I do not believe it was redirected in.
I don't think so.
I say that, but who is getting the initial high fives? It's number 17.
It's not Lex
It's
with the hattie,
Lex
is it?
D'Entremont with the hattie.
Oh.
Be great to see a replay of that. We might not even be able to see the redirect. It just looked like a great shot from the point.
Sure did. Here's the Carl Show replay. Down from the point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
goaltender's going one
look
way
at
and it went
that.
the other.
He stretches out. He's just hung out to dry.
So back to a 3-goal lead. Puck behind the net. Jumps over Jacquard's stick. Doucette with it. Trying to go high off the boards. Clare able to get that over the blue line, at least momentarily. Coming right back in is D'Entremont. D'Entremont's pass into the skates of Lynn. Lynn cycling around, can't get out though. Jacquard with it. Jacquard's shot. I'm not sure that was a shot or a pass to Lex D'Entremont.
I think he was putting it out front.
Jacquard. Lex D'Entremont on the near side to Christensen. Christensen goes wide. Tried to slide it to the trailer, Jacquard, but that gets broken up. Jacquard still has the puck along the wall. He gets checked. Deal's going to get there. Deal backhands it, looking for Blinn. Good work by Cameron to keep it in deep. Blinn chases it down in the far corner. Under 15 to go now in the period. Kicks it to himself. Has some skating room. Up to the neutral zone. Fires a hard shot high off the glass, and he turns around to make a change. Cameron, that pass just a little ahead. It's got to be kept in. Good work in there by Lennox Post to get it in deep. Goodwin and Lennox Post fighting for the puck. Goodwin kicks it forward on De Valera's stick. LeBlanc looking to chip that one forward, but couldn't. Cameron to LeBlanc. LeBlanc up to the middle. De Valera couldn't handle that pass on his back end. Chases it down, bumps on the player, pass in front. And the one-timer just not there for Goodwin. Deal, skating her the other way, makes a nice move through the middle, looking to get the puck. Well defended by Miles Ellis as he flipped it into the corner and chased it down.
Nickerson was open in the slot, but Deal couldn't get it over.
Ellis with it, makes a nice move to his backhand. He's going to draw a hooking penalty.
Back to the box for Nixon Ross.
Oh, head contact. I just thought it was a hook.
I thought he hooked his elbow.
Now,
2 or 4.
the big question with that always is 2 or 4.
Considering we thought it was going to be a hook, I would doubt it's a 4. What are they posting?
Yep, it's 2. And the timekeeper was actually blowing the horn for that very question.
He needed to know
to ensure, because a lot of times with head contact, it is 4.
Sure.
So with 13:33 to go in the third period, Caramba back on the power play. Deon with the puck. Slides it down low. Centering pass goes off of the stick and back to Deon. Deon goes cross ice. Christensen back to Deon. Deon, quick shot, glove save.
Sonia is having a night. If you don't screen him and if you don't make him go side to side on a crazy deflection, he's he sees that puck, he's gonna stay. He's gonna stop it.
And we said this in period 1 and 2 more specifically as well. The amount of shot attempts, shots directed at the net, where you're still playing net physically.
Oh, he's moving. He's moving 3 or 4 to 1 is more than Xander White is.
Cross ice pass, sliding the centering pass to Jacquard. He retains control, gathers in the puck, does a lap, slides it over to Christensen. Richardson reverses it down low to Jacquard. Jacquard loses it. The Loup can't clear it. Landry back down low. D'Entremont back to Landry. Back to Lex D'Entremont. Pass in front. Oh, at the bumper, looking for Jacquard. Couldn't quite find the stick. Landry with it. Landry goes cross ice, high slot. Rebound on the other side, sliding it over, and it's a goal for number 17, Lex D'Entremont.
Number 4 for Lex.
Make it 4.
Quite the night.
And when you see that he's only had 5 in the regular season so far, he's almost doubled the total in the last home game.
Yeah, sure has.
Well, not the last home game. There is going to be another one coming up. That's an exhibition game.
This is the end of PEB's regular season, though, isn't it?
I believe it is. So back to a 6-2 lead, or sorry, not back to, up to a 6-2 lead for Clare, or sorry, for Parambach. Neutral zone play, off a few skates before PEB picks it up. Back in the middle. Blinn with it. Blinn retreats. Saucers a pass up to Doucet. Doucet looking to get it to Deal. Deal's going to get to that puck as he's being chased down by Cameron. Backhander, side of the net. Deal still with the puck. Cycles it down low, looking for Robichaud. Robichaud loses the puck to Dayon. Dayon gets it up to D'Entremont. D'Entremont lead pass just skids ahead of Olivier Dayon, and that's going to make it all the way down the ice.
Thought they might let that one go.
That was close, wasn't it?
That was very close to the hybrid icing. As usual, Loups double shifting the Deal line.
Face off, won by PEB. Ripped around the corner. Good work by Robichaud. Getting in front of Dayon. Olivier Dayon gets the pass over to D'Entremont. D'Entremont in the corner. Has his stick lifted. Nice poke check forward to Deal. Deal gains the line. He's got Robichaud with him. Cuts towards the middle. Takes a quick shot. That goes off of the leg or hip of McAlpine and into the corner. Back down low, centering pass. Nobody there but Sharks. They break out, pass up through the middle. It's on the skates of Olivier Dayon. He picks it up. Tries a quick snapshot, can't get it through. Coming back the other way is LeBlanc. LeBlanc, lead pass to Kim. Kim taken out hard, and he's down, and that's going to be...
Miles Ellis is gone for that. Now, what are they going to call that?
Yeah, now, I was looking down. Was it head? Was it...
It wasn't late, so I think he hit him high.
Calling it a charge. Now, is it one of those charging penalties that isn't what we consider the charge, a defenseless player charging penalty?
It was a big open ice hit, and he wasn't really looking, so that does qualify for that. Still just going to be 2 minutes.
Give us a replay, Josh. We'd like to see that again, please.
I think, unfortunately, it was called a lot due to the partially influenced by how he stayed down.
Yes, I think so.
It's a big hit. It's 2 minutes, yeah.
And the referees talked about it as well. Shot through a crowd. Deal. Looking to get it. Can't. Robichaud can't cycle it back to Deal, and Landry picks it up, fires it forward. Skating hard for us, Lex D'Entremont. D'Entremont chased down from behind and taken out of the play. Lead pass to Blinn. Blinn more than absorbs the hit. That was fired into him by Caden Dayon. Jacquard with it again. Makes a move through the middle. And And scooping that one up is Wyatt Boudreau-Saunier for a whistle. 1:23 to go in the power play. We're at about the midway point of period 3.
Again, it's a shame the Loups got to get a stoppage of play and freeze the puck there, but there wasn't a lot of pressure up there. They could have just kind of fired it down the ice, maybe killed off a little bit more time.
Puck ripped around the boards. Picked up by Blinn. Aiden Blinn loses it. And McAlpine fires it right back down. Lombard gets it up. Nice crisp pass over to Blinn. Just a little ahead of him. Nickerson trying to get it back down to Blinn. Puck behind the net. Both teams looking to fight for it. Working its way up the boards to the point. Held in. Fired back in by Ross. Blinn cycles it down low for Lombard. Check Lombard. Doucette with a shot. That's through a crowd. Rebound. And actually making that save was Grant Nickerson. Puck's coming down. It's not going to be icing because it's power play. Great effort there by Sawyer Christian. 18 seconds left. One last shift attempt. That pass up the middle couldn't be handled. Christensen has it. Christensen goes to the backhand shot. Save. Boy, they were just playing that pass completely and just literally let Christensen come in for all intents and purposes on a breakaway.
Christensen loves the freeway. He just flies with it.
Ellie Blinn with it. Blinn pass up through the middle, off of escape, but then on to Lennox post. Stick, Lennox post, taken hard out of the play by Caden Dayon, who grabs the puck and slides it over to Landry. Landry to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tips it there and leaves it for Caden Dayon. Dayon couldn't fight through that check. That was well played by the Loups as they break back the other way. Devidaire chases it back into his own end, being chased by Nickerson. Stops, tries to get it back to LeBlanc. Shot through a crowd, saved by Zanderway.
I think Grant Nickerson got a piece of that deflected as well. Great save by White.
Just not enough to redirect it a wad. The goaltender goes down into that butterfly and takes away a big portion of the net. If it's just a minor deflection,
As much as you can take away, right?
it's still going to get absorbed by that chest protector. Face-off scrum, thrown into the far corner. Lex D'Entremont, who's had a big night for Paramba, fires it down the ice. That's going to be, no, it's not going to be icy as Christensen gets there first. Centering pass, great paddle in there by Boudreau-Saunier. Chipping that forward is Avery LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets the puck, he's all by himself. Actually trailing nicely, right behind it was Nicolas Doucette, but it was going to be tough to get that through 4 players.
He snuck up into the slot there. He was open for a bit, but get the puck to him.
Christensen. Zachar. Zachar leaves it to Lex D'Entremont. D'Entremont pass in front, one-timer, and that one goes off of a leg and wide. Clare, that pass off of a stick, no icing.
Doucette at the end of a long shift.
Olivier Dayon gets there first. Good forechecking in there by Doucette. Pushing it forward to Robichaud. Robichaud pass in front. There's the shot. Beautiful save. As Deal looking for it to get another one, looking for the Hattie. Certainly in a good location. Deal knows where to put himself.
Sure does.
Deal 1-on-2 comes in. There's a shot. And that one sails wide. Puck put back into the corner. Cameron rips that around the boards. That's going to be an icing.
You're not waving that one off.
6:25 to go in the period. Shots on net now 35-12. Well, which kind of evens out in terms of 3-1 shots, 3-1 goals.
It does seem to be more accurate now. We're at that 4-goal lead separation here going, in the third period. One more than we go to running time.
And it back in. Cross ice pass. Oh, boy, that goes off of Blitz's stick. He was just looking to break up the play. Ended up almost being a good redirect. McAlpine trips over the blue line, 2-on-1 the other way. There's Deal with it, slides a pass over, there's a shot. And another big save by White. White laterally moving, following that puck beautifully.
Sure is. 3 defensemen back there watching the play unfold. Know where to be, when to be there.
Off the glass. Sharks pick that one up. Colby Dayon sliding the pass, trying to slide the pass to Loups. Lots of room as the Sharks are making changes. Clare gains the center line, dumps it in deep. Deal on the far side. He gets bowled over by McAlpine. 2-on-1 looking to set up the other way. Nate Donchma. Donchma looking for Fleck, can't get the pass over. Lynn with it. Cross ice pass to Deal. Deal avoids the check, but Cade couldn't control the pass. Coming back the other way is Caden Dayon. Dayon shot off of a stick and wide, and Boudreaux Saunier is going to grab that one, corral it into his glove, and cover it up, allowing the team to make a change with 5:05 to go.
Yeah, Clare was in the midst of changing. He had a couple of guys on, but there were a couple of guys that were still trying to get off there. Good move there by Boudreaux Saunier to establish.
Face off, and the next centering pass. Did that go right in his glove?
Well, Ben's in his kitchen again, like always, and it went up and it flipped up, and I think while he was standing there, it went into his glove.
Sometimes, some of the bounces go your way. Unable to get that out. Good play by Laundry. Can't get the shot through. Tripped off the glass. This time, good work by Ethan Fleck to keep that one in along the wall. Laundry. Can't control that one. Dayon back in his own end. Resetting for the Sharks. On the near side to Laundry. Laundry's skate, pass goes off the back of his skate. He tries again. That one tips off of the skate and kicked in nicely. Lennox Post, good work on the forecheck in the neutral zone.
Forcing PEB to regroup. Good move.
LeBlanc with it. LeBlanc tried to take the puck out, sweeps a pass towards the middle. His player long gone at that point, which is a blind pass. Boudreaux Saunier going to pick that up.
He's seen enough.
And he's going to wait for the referee to blow the whistle.
If I stand here, you're either going to give me a penalty for not moving it, or you're going to blow the whistle. And they're never going to blow a penalty for that.
Well, not without a couple warnings, or at least one bad warning.
Exactly.
And on in a score like this, with the minutes left in the game,
they know what he's doing.
Yeah, they are. There's off one back in the corner by the Loups. Picking it up is Robichaud. Tries to get it down, but that's going to be an icing. So we'll do it all again 5 seconds later.
Credit to Xander White for being as sharp as he is with
so much of the play the other way.
Not letting boredom take over.
Yes.
Yeah, like staying focused.
And he has made, and it's only been 13 shots, and I think that's very accurate.
Yeah.
He has made a lot of nice saves.
Yes.
In those 13 shots, there were at least 3 or 4 exceptional saves. Oh, puck right at the 100. Jacquard shot went off the, I think it was Blynn's stick. There's a hard shot from Christensen that sails high. Goodwin keeps it into the corner. Trying to pass it out. Clare's going to find the puck, work it along the board, but Doucet puts it right back in. Chipping it high into the neutral zone, just looking to relieve pressure now. Back to Doucet. Doucet zigzags through the middle, chases it down on the wall. Looking for Robichaud down low, but that's going to be picked off by Jacquard. Pass in front, center, just out of reach. Deal, slap shot, no. That goes off the tip of his stick. It goes wide. On his horse is Sawyer Christensen, comes on the breakaway. There's the shot, score! Sawyer Christensen picks up his 10th goal of the year.
Number 2 tonight.
And I'm sorry, his 11th goal of the year, my bad. Making it a 5-goal lead, and I think, well, nope, they're not even gonna wait for the puck to drop. That it means we have straight time.
Right, that's the 5-goal lead in the 3rd period.
Beautiful deke by Christensen, going to his backhand, carrying a lot of speed in. And really, when you're coming in that fast, you've got to make those decisions fast as a goaltender. And yeah, he went to his backhand quickly, even elevated the puck.
A lot of players lose speed while they're carrying the puck. Sawyer Christensen does not. He can fly.
Another shot and save by Boudreaux Saunier, and now with every whistle, we're going to see 10 to 15 seconds tick off of the clock.
Which will probably lead to Boudreaux Saunier freezing the puck a little more often.
Similar games, I would assume. We obviously didn't see the game in Clare last night, but last night's game was 8-3. This afternoon's game is 7-2. Neal trying to work the puck free, getting some help from Lennox Post. Deal with it. Drops it back. Shot. In front. There's a shot. Pad save. Rebound. Kicked way out. The Loups trying to fire it back in. They want to get this back to a 4-goal game. Off the stick, coming back with Nickerson. Nickerson sliding a pass over, picked up by Lennox Post, but he has his stick lifted at the last minute by Olivier Dayon. Dayon d'Entremont. Dayon slides a sweeping shot over to the far side that went wide. Oh, it looked like that was going to be the deal was going to not change.
And you knew that was the last shift too.
Breaking up the other way is Olivier Dayon. Taking up the play nicely. Good work there by Aiden Blinn. Clare working themselves out of their own end, but is fired right back in. 45 seconds to go in the game. Blinn with it. Ellie Blinn goes to the far side with a little more open ice. Chips it forward, chases it down. Stops. Clare gets the puck to the blue line, can't get it in deep. PEB gets it. LeBlanc on a breakaway is being chased down, fires a shot. Glove save.
That's going to do it.
He'll hang on to it. And if Clare or PEB make a change right about now, and there it is, wait and make the change, and that will extend the clock. 6 seconds and counting. I'm not sure they'll even drop the puck. Referee's holding his hand up saying, yeah, let's just let this one play out the way it is. With Paramba in a hard-fought 7-2 win. Once again, I think their control of the game was less and less. It was extreme in period number 1.
It was less and less, but then, boy, did they dominate.
But they did dominate through the entire game.
They really did. I mean, a couple of bright spots. Deal got a couple of extra scoring chances on top of that. But of course, we can't say enough about Wyatt Boudreaux. This game is 7-2 because of him. It's not 12 or 15.
But we'll see again. Limited shots, only 13 total. But a couple of those big saves that Xander White made, had they not happened, the game is totally different halfway through the game.
He makes a couple of those when it's tied, or at best it's a 1-goal difference, and that changes everything. We were saying at the end of the second period, hey, they're going to start the third period with the 1-minute power play. They got one here, we're back to 4-3. This could be anything. And when they were that close, I mean, 20 minutes ago, they were right in this. It looks now as a 7-2 final that they weren't in it. They were. They were absolutely in it.
A goal scorers in period 3.
So Lex d'Entremont got the hat trick and then got his 4th on the power play after that. And Sawyer Christensen with his 2nd of the evening, 11th of the season.
So with that, I'd like to, on behalf of myself, David Doucette, and my partner today, Mark O'Connell, and all of the volunteers here at Trident Media, I'd like to thank you for joining our streaming coverage of Valley High School hockey. Once again, make the final. The Paramba Sharks 7, the Clare Loups 2. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.